So, have you ever had this happen to you? Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a channel dedicated to smartwatches and wearables and everything associated with them, including bands. And this band was on Mrs. Tick's favorite watch. Yeah, it really was. And she brought it to me and said, "Honey, look what's happening to my genuine leather band." So I ask again, you guys, has this started happening to you? I mean, we've been at this for about 3 years on this channel, and if you got an earlier watch, you might be seeing some fatigue as well. Well, fortunately, a lot of the bands are removable in the standard way, where you just pop out the little spring thing and replace with new bands. Some of them, like a lot of the Android watches, are fixed bands because antennas are in them. And boy, if that happens to you on a fixed band, well, you're really in trouble because there's no easy way at all to replace those. You pretty much have to replace the watch. But for these type of tethering watches, sports fitness watches, health watches, bands, and other wearables, it's an easy thing to do. And today we're going to take a look at, you got it, bands. Bands from Vario.sg. That's right, check that on the internet, Vario.sg. And you'll get into a website where you can find some of these goodies. We went on a shopping expedition with these guys because they got all sorts of fun, colorful, playful, replaceable bands. That's it. I think so. Okay, this is a good start. A sampling of the different styles of bands. And there's a whole variety of different colors of these kind of bands. Wow, look at that puppy. That's a special one. And you know what? I got to apologize. I don't know the terminology here. I think it's called a NATO. And from the global scale, I pronounce that NATO. But it might be NATO or something else in the industry. So if I'm screwing it up, I'm sorry. You should have heard me the first time I tried to pronounce Xiaomi. This starts with an X, or I still can't do it. Never mind. I still don't have the names down for a lot of the Chinese watches and stuff. But Vario has got us some really cool bands, and we're going to play with these today and take a look at what they can do to dress up some of our standard watches. Yeah! Here's a whole bunch of watches, all with their little labels on them, all with replaceable bands. Oh, I forgot to put one on the Ticwatch. This is Ticwatch S? E? I think it's the E? S? Shoot. It's not the 2. I gotta get the 2 over here too. Anyway, we've got a whole bunch of watches to look at, and one more thing to tell you about Vario. They've got this thing going where if you buy 2 straps, you get a free little pouch. Buy 3 and you get a roll. You can roll your watch and your straps up in that. And if you're like me, where one watch just doesn't quite cut it throughout the day on your arm, you might want to have a little roll-up pouch to bring all of your watches along with you. Some of the places that these guys are advertising, and of course they're going to be available to you with a click-through in the show notes down below. Yeah! Now, in the normal sense of things, and I'm showing you a brand new watch, I usually pull out a manual and we run through the manual. Here's a manual from a different watch company that I happen to have, but it talks about all these kind of watches and how you put them on. We're both going to need this. So I'm going to walk through this manual and show you the basic instructions that talk about how you take off and put on a standard regular type of a watch band. Now they're referring to, sometimes in there, a special tool. You can get one of these kind of things where, can you see the end of that? It's got a little fork. And when you put it on a watch band that uses that, where's this little S2? Like this one. You can go down in here and press and pull back and it'll release the spring and take it out. You also have another kind of an end to it. It's just a little pressing thing, I guess, for the ones that you can go in the end. Anyway, there's this whole tool kind of thing, but you can mess around with a toothpick, or what I like is those little screwdriver kits and just use the flat blade of a screwdriver. But nonetheless, you've got removing a a metal bracelet, instructions, and removing a leather strap. Can you guys see that? Now those are pretty simple, but now we get a little bit more beefy. Oh, we're going to the installing. Okay, there's installing the leather strap, and now installing one of these NATO straps. Now look at this. You got to do all this. First, you got to make sure you got the pin in there without a strap around it, and then you're going to do this fold and push and looping kind of thing. And some of these are those NATO type bands. So good thing we got some instructions. There's how you would install a leather one, and they say don't pull it through. Now, we don't have any leather ones here, but if you buy one, you're not going to want to try to push the leather through the slot because you can tear or rip or definitely mark the leather. You do it a different way, and those are the instructions for how to do that. I'm jumping all around here. And have I got that? Okay, wearing a NATO strap, and how you can cut off the second NATO layer if you want your band to be a little bit thinner, but it's an irretrievable process. Once you do that, that piece is gone, right? You can maybe use it as a dog collar, but it's not going to work on your watch anymore. So here we are. Wow, a field of watches. Now you know why I don't sell them, give them away. I keep everything around. You never know when we're going to need it for another video. I like this one, the S2. We haven't played with that for a while. Mrs. Tix wears that sometimes. Did you see the clock that just kind of came on when you twist it? And then when you actually touch it, you get the regular time. But we're not doing a watch review. We're doing a band review. Well, let's start with this one. First, you need to know the size, right? So that you know what band you need to order. And you could do that with a measuring thing, or hopefully I've given you some information on these bands of what size they are. And they're all pretty much generic. And I'm going to move these out. And whoa, got that backwards. And let's grab a band. What I like to do is just kind of size it up and see if it's going to fit. That one's, wow, that might. It's like really close. I'd have to cram it in there. Wow, I think all of these are going to be a little large for this watch. Well, you know what? With a different size, or the size that would fit, we can put that on. I'll try. But I want you to see how this one with this leather band, I'm going to simulate now, would look like if we had it in blue. Like so. Silver with that nice blue band. It totally changes the look, doesn't it? Now this is a really fun one. It's felt on one side, but it's got this kind of a leather backing to it. So against your skin, it's going to be different than if you had this kind of a felt thing on your skin. Wow. Okay. This black and white gizwilly here, let's get it out of here, all right, and do our little simulation thingy again on this particular band. And notice how the silver really integrates nicely together there with the buckle and the band. Works really well on an actual silver watch. And because you got the black and white and silver stripe, this is really, really striking. In fact, for me, that fits better on this particular watch than that does. Yeah. And then we got other ones. What do we got? We got this big red thing here that's that NATO kind that it's going to like sit in the middle of it. We'll play with that later. And then you got kind of a funny, funky little colorful, similar to this one, right? Same kind of material, but with a different kind of a look to it. Wow, that's sporty. That's fun. Isn't that fun? Well, nice. All right, I'm going to see which ones they'll actually fit on and show you some watches with these bands on them. We'll be right back. Oh, check it out. Here's that famous cobalt blue Q8. Let's move these guys out so it's not so cluttered in there. Take that out. Here you go. There was the original band, and now look at this. Look how fun that is. I'll finish the whole thing. By the way, I only need the tool for taking the other band off. If you look at the design of these, they've got that little quick connect thing. So you just slide down here with fingernails and you can put it on instantly and take it off instantly. So you only need your tool to get your old band off. Nice. Oh, that is so much nicer. Wow, that's a keeper. This makes it all worthwhile right here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's going to be playful and fun. Okay, that's the Q8. You've seen the review on that one, a couple of them. And that's the new special watch from Vario, watch band. Let's play some more. Wow. Wow. Here's the other Q8 that I've got in gold with the blue band on it. That gives it some interesting possibilities, doesn't it? Come back here, you. Yeah. Well, yeah. That black and white on the Hey 3S. Remember this one? The one I'm always raving about because of all the cool things it can do and GPS tracking and whatnot. Now all dressed up and fancy, ready for the racetrack. Oh man, infinite possibilities. This is getting like watching Avatar in 3D or something. By the way, when is it supposed to come back? I thought they were going to do a sequel in a year or two, and still it's not here. Okay, Ticwatch, I know it's coming. Maybe they'll have some fun watch bands. And wow, can you imagine the Avatar bands? Vario, hope you're thinking in that line. Hey, okay, Ticwatches. Here's the Ticwatch. Let's slap a band on here and see what we've got. Ooh, ooh, and ooh, ooh. Here's the F3. Remember this guy. And here's that big NATO thing. Let's try and put that together too. All right. Now this looks like it was made for the Ticwatch. Wow. All right. I think we found the combination for this one. You know, I plan to put one of them on a particular watch and kind of leave it there because it's getting really silly if I'm changing watch bands every day along with changing watches. So this will be the new Ticwatch watch band. Elegant. Beautiful. Yeah. Love it. Okay, we're going to do this together. Got the watch, got the old band. What I did is I took the old band off and pushed the pins out from inside of here. And then, because they're not the quick connect kind, I used the tool to get it in position. And I put the pins back in the band. Now, here's where the fun comes in. You get your NATO band. You put it so the clasp area is up. All right. And you grab the watch and you put it at the 12 o'clock position, which I guess if the Earth is oriented North Pole as this thing is booting up, it's going to be that way. My start button's up here. So I know this is the top of the watch. From here, I'm going to start and go down through here, get up past all of the holes, kind of up in the middle between the buckles and the hoops and the holes and stuff. I'm guessing. Put it right there. And then we feed it through the other way, like so. Get it nice and flat. And before adjusting it, there it is. Now to put it on, it's pretty simple. You bring it over to your arm. You're going to wrap it around. And you're going to bring it through as you would a normal watch, right? Doing it all with one hand. Hook it. Let's say there. I can pass it through the loops, which can lay down or stand up. All right. And now without really doing any much more adjusting of it, and of course you could move this back and forth however you want on the band itself, we have basically got the band on the watch before the watch booted up. How you like that? And that's like my second attempt. The first attempt, I was reading the darn directions. How do you do it? It's pretty easy. And that's what we just did there. So that's one of the NATO bands. And we've got all of these things here today to play with. And they're coming to us from Vario. That's right, Vario.sg. Thank you guys for sending them out. Oh, thank you for bailing Mrs. Tix out too. Definitely going to put that one on her her other little band, or her watch. She's wearing it today with a different one I rigged up temporarily, but we'll set her up with something really nice. And remember, if you like at least 2 of these things, you're going to get a free pouch. 3 or more, you're going to get a little roll-up thing. And if you spend above $200, you get a DHL Express right to your door. You've been watching Smartwatch Ticks. I mean, everything smartwatches. Dang, those are nice, aren't they? Come on back. We've got a lot more. And thanks for subscribing as well. We really appreciate that. All right, we'll see you again soon. Hey, it's finally booted up. I love it. Nice.